The following program is rated G. It is suitable for all audiences.
Go!
Hi guys! We are the instructor for today.
We will instruct to you how to use or apply the OHS in a thing that you are doing, especially in computer unit.
Before that, what is OHS? OHS is an occupational health and safety procedure.
Now, we know about OSH, we'll start the discussion.
First thing that we need to do are do's and don'ts that we do in a workplace.
First, check the cables if it don't have any scratches before turning on the power.
Second, wear a gloves and safety eyeglass in the workplace.
Third, clean first the working area before you start the work.
Fourth, make sure that CPU is unplugged before you open the case.
And then, work with someone who is more trained before you start configure computer.
And lastly, don't bring food inside the workplace. And that's it. Thank you.
How to fabricate an Ethernet cable using crossover screw. First, skin off the cable jacket approximately 1 cm or slightly more.
Second, untwist each pair and straighten each wire between the fingers.
Third, place the wires in the order of one of the two diagrams shown above. Bring all of the wires together until they'll touch.
Fourth, at this point to check the wiring sequence with the diagram.
Fifth, optional, make a mark on the wires at 1/2 cm from the end of the cable jacket.
Sixth, hold the group or assorted wires together tightly between the thumb and the forefinger.
Next, cut all of the wires at a perfect 90-degree angle from the cable at 1/2 cm from one end of the cable jacket. This is a very critical step. If the wires are not cut straight, they may not all make contact. We suggest using a pair of scissors for this purpose.
Then, conductor should be at a straight 90-degree angle and be 1/2 long prior to insertion into the connector.
Next, insert the wires into the connector.
And then, push moderately hard to assure that all of the wires have reached the end of the connector. Be sure that the cable jacket goes into the back of the connector by about 3/16.
And next, place the connector into a crimp tool and squeeze hard so that the handle reaches its full swing.
And at 12, repeat the process on the other end for a straight through cable. Use the same wiring for a crossover cable. Wire 1 and 568A and the other end 568B.
Last, the use of a cable tester to test for proper continuity is recommended.
Note: if the completed cable does not pass continuity, you may have a problem in one or both ends. First, try giving each end another crimp. If that does not work, then carefully examine each end. Assure that the wires in the proper order. Assure that all of the wires fully extend to the end of the connector. Assure that all of the pins push down fully. Cut off the suspected bad connector and clip another connector on it. If you still have a problem, then repeat the procedure.
And that's all. Thank you.
Since the DHCP server plays an important role in the network when the client computers are large in number, the DHCP server acts very smartly and accurately in order to avoid any conflicts or degraded performance. The step-by-step process through which a DHCP server assigns an IP address to a DHCP client computer is in short called DORA. Below is the detailed explanation of DORA. D in the term DORA stands for the DHCP Discover Packet. The DHCP discover packet is broadcasted by the DHCP client computer in order to find the available DHCP servers in the network. Since the DHCP client computer sends the DHCP discover packet as the broadcast, all the DHCP servers that are present in the network receive the packet and respond accordingly. O. In the term DORA stands for the DHCP offer packet. The DHCP offer is a unicast packet that is sent by the DHCP server who receives the DHCP discover packet from the DHCP client computer. The DHCP offer packet contains the available IP address that the DHCP server offers to the client computer. R. The term DORA stands for the DHCP request packet. The DHCP request is again a unicast packet sent by the DHCP client computer to the DHCP server who had sent the DHCP offer packet to the client computer. With the help of the DHCP request packet, the DHCP client computer requests the DHCP server to assign the offered IP address to it. A. In the term DORA stands for the DHCP acknowledge packet. The DHCP acknowledge is a unicast packet sent by DHCP server to the DHCP client computer acknowledging the assignment of the offered IP address for a specific.
Once the entire DORA process is complete, the DHCP servers match the IP address as assigned in its database and the DHCP client's computer start using the assigned IP address to communicate with other computers in the network. How DHCP server assign IP address to the client computers. Before understanding the process of IP address assignment, it is important to know some key technical terms that are used in context of the DHCP server. DHCP address pool. DHCP address pool is a virtual container that contains all the IP address that have been configured in the DHCP range to make available to the client computers. DHCP list. When the DHCP server assigns an IP address to a DHCP client's computer, the address is assigned for a specific time duration. After understanding the above key technical terms, it is now time to understand how a DHCP server assigns IP address to the DHCP client's computer.